So I survived a tornado. And you think I might want to share that with you, but to be totally honest, I wasn't home. It was just my house. What I did survive, though, was the onslaught of decisions that I had to deal with after the tornado came through my neighborhood. So, if you've ever dealt with this, you know that not only do you have to make a ton of decisions right after a storm or something traumatic happens with your property, you realize that the decisions will continue to go on for days and months, possibly. My neighborhood's still pretty torn up, but one of the things and one of the reasons that it's still torn up is because of the people that are helping reconstruct our neighborhood. I actually had three different complete experiences, or three completely different experiences with each individual insurance company with three properties I had in the same town. So I want to share some of that with you. Some of this may be applicable. You might find it helpful. But the first thing I want to share with you is that every insurance company has a different standard for what they deem to be damage. So not all roofs may be replaced, even if they were the same type of damage. Each insurance company is going to deem that through their own adjuster. Two of my properties got brand new roofs. The one house that was literally in the middle of the tornado, my insurance company denied a new roof. So we're still fighting that, but they deemed the roof was not damaged enough to replace it. Not all contractors are the same. So when big storms hit or when big damage occurs, you have a flood of people, general contractors, roofers, and different people that are coming in to help. And do I believe they want to help? I do. They're also growing their business. However, it doesn't take very long to figure out what each insurance company is paying. They're very smart about the way that they handle these situations. A lot of the times they won't even give you a real quote until you get your insurance adjuster to come out and give you an estimate of not only what the damages are, but what they're willing to pay. Insurance companies give you a set amount of money for specific jobs, but that doesn't mean that you have to spend it all on all of those things. Very important that you make sure you get a contract or a quote from your contractor and your roofer before you tell them how much money your insurance company is giving you. They don't even need to know because that's between you and your insurance. Now, if it's more, if they're charging you more than what your insurance is for, say, the roof, you can actually put a supplement in. They can put a supplement in for the difference in payment of that roof. But if it's less, they do not need to know all of your business. If they ask you for a copy of your documents from your insurance, you are not obligated to give them that information. Now, another aspect, you want to make sure that you check out every contractor's credentials. You may hear really great things because they all came at the same day for that storm, and it'll be overwhelming and you'll feel like everyone else is using them. So you should too never feel pressured to use anyone just because people in your neighborhood have used them. Unless they have completed a job and your neighbors are happy with the outcome, do not feel pressured to using the same people. Make sure you check on the credentials like you would anything else in your life. This just happens to be a little bit more, feels like it's immediate, but it is not. You take your time when you do those checks on their credentials. If you're a DIY person, great. If your house doesn't have a lot of repairs or if it was minor damage, by all means, try to do it yourself. However, if it is actual major damage, you want to make sure that you get a professional contractor to come in and do these repairs for you. Do not be left out where something isn't completely repaired correctly and your house gets either water damage or future damage by something not being repaired correctly. During a storm, during something serious like a tornado or a hailstorm or something, it is not the time to DIY things on your property. Lastly, if your home did receive a lot of damage, this is the time you get to make and ask for those changes that you wanted to make for a long time. This would be a great time for you to make those either upgrades or changes in color for your paint or changes in, let's say, your mirrors in your bathroom. don't pass up the opportunity to make your home an even better place. So, if I could leave you with anything, the one thing most important of all, know who you're working with, and don't show all your cards at one time by telling the contractors how much you're getting from your insurance. Do your due diligence through checking credentials of their contractors and anyone that you allow to work on your home during these traumatic events.